YouTube was It's your boy Zell back with another banger in this video. Gary Antoine Russell dominates Jose Rayo Valenzuela. Let's get it. Even when you're looking on the right image, you can see Gary punching through his face, making him grunt, making him shrug his face. Mean mug, he getting beat up. Um, yeah, bro. Gary Russell started strong and he finished strong, right? Gary out. He threw more punches than Rayo and landed more punches than Rayo. Um, I believe that he threw double Rayo's punches and Rayo threw 400. So he threw like 900 something punches. So he doubled Rayo's work rate and he landed 100 more punches than Rayo. Yeah, he was more active, he was more accurate, he was more dominant. Gary Russell won this fight. It was a dominant high volume beatdown. It reminded me of Prime Errol Spence. That's what Gary reminded me of tonight. Errol Spence would throw more punches than you, land more punches than you, take your best punch and keep coming, trying to walk through you. That's who Gary reminded me of tonight, a prime Errol Spence. And he look as big as a welterweight, right? He's going to be a welterweight. Um, so yeah, bro, he had a very good performance, dominant. I was proud. I was proud of him. The way like you could tell he trained very hard. You know, he got good lungs. He got good power, not great power. He got good power. His power could be better. He was supposed to stop Jose. You can't hit a guy with what 200, 300 punches and not stop him. So his power is not up to par as it should be. And I think part of that is him not coiling before he get it. He not using his legs to generate power. He not bringing his head across the line. It's multiple things he not doing where he's not generating the most power. And that's how Jose was able to stick around. Jose also was pretty good, bro. But he just couldn't keep Gary off him. You know, he boxed Pitbull well. He tried to use that against Gary, but he had to get into more exchanges because as a bigger man, you can get away with flaws against a smaller man simply because of your size and a speed advantage over that little man. But when it's somebody your own size, you can't capitalize off those same flaws because he's there to punish you. Right? Pitbull had to punch upwards to hit Rayo. Gary, all he got to do is punch forwards. I mean, his punch is gonna be faster to the target, and Rayo gonna have to use more energy trying to defend punches and get his own offense. And his biggest mistake was trying to go on the back foot. He should have made Gary go backwards. You always want to be the guy going forwards and pushing your opponent back. You never want to let your opponent be the ring general. Let them be comfortable. And that comes with, first of all, being confident in your power and chin. Second of all, understanding feints, understanding probes, understanding jabs. What makes you comfortable on the line is your ability to control the space. He wasn't controlling space. He was giving up space. And that's why the dude was able to throw so many punches without that much retaliation because he was able to control that space. It's very important. Um, so I predicted this in my video, a couple of my videos ahead. I said if Rayo's able to box, because he got good power, he got decent power, but if he's able to box, he'll beat your boy. If he's able to turn him, right, not be hit, not get caught sitting. But I was like, most likely he gonna get. I thought he was gonna get knocked out. He surprised me by going to 412, because Edwin knocked his ass out, right? But I guess Gary didn't have the type of power that Edwin had. Edwin must have good technique. He must know how to call, use his legs, cross the line. He must know how to do a lot of things that Gary don't. Because Gary was hitting this dude at will but couldn't stop him. You feel me? Just like Errol. Errol would hit guys so much. And people never saw the problem that he couldn't stop. He should have been able to stop all these guys. Mikey, Danny, he should have stopped them. Who else? Sean, he should have stopped Sean. But that was a problem, right? Not being able to stop these guys when you hit them so much. Um, but yeah, bro. Gary, he was walking straight through Rayo punches. He would take one of Rayo punches to get a combo off, to get off a lot of punches, right? It was real dominant. And like I said, Rayo, he didn't control the space. You can't be a boxer and give up space because you're going to get tired. That's how Frank Martin lost the tank. That was the difference between Frank Martin and what's his name, Lamont Roach. First of all, Frank was drained. Lamont wasn't. Second of all, Frank was scared. Lamont wasn't. Third of all, Lamont had power. He was able to take a punch. He was controlling the space. Frank Martin, his biggest flaw was his just giving up space for no reason. He had no reason to be giving up space, but he would just keep moving. That's not effective when you're going against somebody who wants to tire you out and knock you out. So Lamont Rose did the right thing and that's pushed Tank back. Because you notice when he started to push Tank back, Tank didn't like it. I don't think Tank can fight going backwards unless you literally run into a punch like like Rolly or Leo. He can fight standing still on the defensive, but when it comes to going backwards and throwing punches, I don't think he's really good at that. Lamont forced him back. Lamont took his best punches. Lamont hit him. Lamont beat Tank Davis. You feel me? And Gary Russell beat Jose Rayo Valenzuela. So it was a good card, bro. In fact, I believe the two underdogs won. I believe, yeah, I believe the two underdogs won. I believe Rayo was minus 115, so he was the bigger favorite. Gary was minus 105. So whoever the bigger minus mean they the bigger favorite. You feel me? So Rayo was favored by like 10. By Barry, it was a 50-50 fight. And I told guys I thought Rayo was gonna get knocked out, but he survived and Gary dominated him. So what's the next move for these guys? I think that Gary got two moves he could make. I think Gary next move is to fight Puello, is to rematch Puello or fight Richardson Hitchens. Richardson Hitchens just got caught out by Matias, so he might be busy. Alberto Puello is coming off a victory to fight before Gary. Puello beat Sandor Martin. It was controversial. I checked the stats. Martin arguably won that fight, but it's interesting. But he need to go get his get back on Puello. He need to show that he's advanced his game. He needs to show that he's learned. He need to get his get back and unify versus Puello. You know, that would be great for his career to unify at 140. Yeah, get your get back versus Puello. I think Rayo's next move is to get his get back on Edwin De Los Santos. I think he need to go fight his demons and Edwin De Los Santos and get his get back. Because no way a guy knock you out when you don't get your get back. You got to see him again. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Till next time.